Oh, well, hello, and welcome to the penultimate video of this year's Advent series. Yes, it's Christmas Eve, my favourite day of the whole year, because you still got, Christmas Eve to come, which is the best day. Anyway, it's not a golf club in sight, thankfully. Anyway, hopefully, if you're watching this on the 23rd, I'll actually be out and about filming the video for tomorrow, for Christmas Eve. If you're watching this in May, then none of what I've just said will make any sense whatsoever, will it? But there we are. You're that's what matters. Anyway, I'm still for the moment stuck indoors, a mixture of poor health and the weather. Now, if I was feeling better, I would have braved the wind and cold, and if the weather was better, I'd have ignored my aching limbs and gone out. But it's a combination of the two that has scuppered me, for now at least anyway. Let's see what tomorrow brings. I might take some of my extra strong brave pills, my codeine, and get out. Anyway, we'll see. Anyway, for today's video, you've got a special treat in store. Oh yes, as regular viewers of this channel or my Instagram will know, I like taking pictures of fallen leaves. No, don't turn off. Oh. Are you still here? No, I know this isn't everyone's cup of tea, and I'm among a select band of, incredibly exciting, enlightened people who enjoy this and the more intimate landscape type of thing. Visionaries we are, and not at all boring. Not at all. No. Now, normally I get these shots when I'm out exploring our local woodland or sometimes further afield, but it does take a quiet, isolated environment to get the best results. Otherwise, with loads of people around, you'd firstly struggle to find comps, and then you'd be rushed to capture them. Well, I would anyway, because I don't like people. Anyway, but how would you get such an image from the comfort of your own home? I hear you all cry. Well, simple really. I asked the Griswolds to pick some leaves up for me when they walked Dexter. What I then do is put them all in a carrier bag, give it a good shake, and empty them out onto the floor. I rinse and repeat until I see a collage or a scene that looks nice and natural, or nice, and then snap away. Essentially, I'm looking for the same things as if I was outdoors. So it's interesting textures, contrasting colours, even though they are generally muted, or things like, leading lines, that sort of thing, odds, the standard compositional fare. In the new year, I'll make a video outdoors about my whole process, I think, from looking for and finding subjects through the shooting process, and then editing or processing the image at home. Or if the weather is okay, I could take my laptop out and we'll do it all together from start to finish on location. What fun. Today, though, it'll be a case of just photographing what I can come up with my random out-the-bag methodology. Because this morning, Lisa collected some rather wet leaves up for me, and after letting them dry off somewhat, I've emptied them onto some card on the floor a few times, and after some gentle fettling, this is the scene I've arrived at for photographing. Well, this is the starting point anyway. I'll take a few pictures and move a few leaves around. Now, obviously, such a scene will require a degree of focus bracketing and stacking, as even though it's reasonably shallow, much like your presenter, there's enough depth in it to warrant a stack, I think. So it'll be my usual process of finding the highest and lowest points of the image, and then deciding at the number of brackets needed to get everything nicely sharp from back to front. Now, being at home and indoors and out of the wind does mean that I can shoot at a slightly more favourable aperture, say f5.6, as nothing will be moving around, and the shutter speed and ISO therefore don't really matter. For reference though, I'll be shooting at a base ISO of 125. Lighting wise, I'll want it as natural as possible, so I'll take my collage from here and out to the conservatory where there's plenty of light. My camera will of course then be securely mounted on a tripod, my three-legged thing Brian, and I'll be using my Fujifilm X-H2 and Leiwa 65mm f2.8 ultra macro lens. I haven't got the goat at the moment. It's away on holiday. More on that probably in the new year, I would imagine. Right, I'll set everything to full manual, so there'll be no shifts in exposure or anything like that. Not that there should be with this relatively monotone image, but it's a good habit to get into when focus bracketing, just like when shooting a panel, really. Sure to use full manual then, and use them for this as well. Right then, let's get shooting. And here are the final images. I shot 3 in the end. I'll spare you the editing process, as you've seen enough of me doing that this month, and I'll keep that for when we get out and shoot a scene on location. Right then, there you have it, a picture of some leaves. Who said boring at the back? Boring? I don't know. There's always one in there. Anyway, until tomorrow, he's checking his list right now, so be nice, all right? Ta-ra.